Man.
So this is Dundrasil. I'd heard the rumors about what happened here, but still, I never expected this. To think that not so very long ago, this was one of the world's great cities, and that it was reduced to the king and queen murdered by monsters. The princess of Heliodor, too. The poor thing was only visiting. But I don't need to tell you this. They were your parents, after all.
Sympa.
So where's the old guy from the tournament, anyway?
Look, those torches are lit.
Ah oui. Donc il y a 2 dragons ici et il y a encore un truc à récupérer. Désolé. Dans l'une des baraques. Désolé. Le rhume. Donc pour celui-là il faut sauter de caisse en caisse pour arriver là-haut. Oh bah décidément. C'est chiant ça. Bon. Allons-y.
Is it just you? What?
She has duties to attend to. She'll be glad.
It's not like we had much choice.
Oh, you do? I suppose that's because you're pally.
White.
I thought you died years back, laddie. When I saw that mark in your hand at the tournament. Now, come along. There's something I want to show you.
Je te suis, mais je peux même aller plus vite que toi. Hein. Parce que tu traînes. Et pas qu'un peu. Oh punaise. Ah.
Aye, this place.
Look, are you going to tell us who you...
I'd already given up most of my duties by then. I spent most of my days in the city enjoying my retirement. And then the monsters came. When I was your age, laddie, this was one of the finest cities you could ever hope to see. And look at it now. Ugh. Just listen to me,
Is this?
Aye. This is where the king...
You mean?
do. This is your parents' grave, laddie. The grave of my daughter and son-in-law.
Ah, de sa fille et de son gendre.
Wait, but that would mean...
Ouais, c'est son
These
grand-père alors.
two fine young souls died, and I survived. I came to believe there must... So I set out to learn why Dundrasil was destroyed. I've uncovered some of the truth in my travels. It was King Carnelian, you see. He once believed in the power of the luminary more than any of us. But he became convinced that you were evil. That... he's not a man I knew any longer. Folks say he blames you for everything, even the death of his daughter. How could... There's something behind it all. The fall of Dundrasil, the change in my old comrade. Eleanor, my girl, Erwin. They're alive, laddie. Against all the odds. You've no idea how many times I've dreamed of this day. I never thought it would actually come. There's an old royal ritual, you see. It's to send the souls of the...
Ah.
There's an altar up in the hill behind the castle.
Ok. Mais quand même, pour une tombe royale, je m'attendais à mieux, quoi. Quoique après, ouais, s'ils sont morts pendant l'attaque. Donc une selle a été rapide, ouais. Si. Ils ont fait ce qu'ils ont pu. Remède puissant, tiens, ça peut toujours être pratique, ça. C'est plutôt toi qui dois me suivre, alors. Sinon on en a pour longtemps. Speedy Gonzales.
Everything's ready.
Thank you, Princess.
Wait, you don't...
If the rest of you wouldn't mind standing back here with me. Only members of the Dracilian royal family.
How come he called you princess?
Quiet now. The ritual is about to begin.
You just follow my lead. Or... The souls of those who depart this life must all return to Yggdrasil. What? But those taken by monsters cannot return of their own accord. So our ancestors devised a ritual. The smoke guides them back to where they belong.
Ah ouais. Ah, il y a eu beaucoup de
Each
monde mort.
butterfly is a lost soul, and now they can all.
Ah oui, c'est tous ceux de la ville quoi qui sont morts. Ça fait un paquet, hein.
You didn't die in vain, Eleanor. You saved your boy, and the. Thank you. I hope you don't mind me asking, but your mother didn't leave you in. Oh, no. So this letter's why you went to see King Carnelian, eh? If only she'd known. I'm sorry, but I suppose if you'd not set out for Heliodor. Sorry, Laria.
Je vais le laisser seul, mais est-ce qu'il y a un truc à récupérer? Ils auraient peut-être pu mettre un coffre là, ça aurait été marrant. Ok, allons-y, allons la voir.
Lady Eleanor. Who's there? You weren't supposed to see. I was just thinking about Lady Eleanor. Why don't we take a little walk? My mother was a rather sickly soul by all accounts. She died not long after I was born, so in a sense, Lady Eleanor was the only real mother I ever knew. She used to read me stories. You can imagine how happy I was when I heard she was having a baby. I couldn't wait to meet my little brother. You know, it was raining like this the last time I ever saw her. I can't...
Uh-oh.
Wait, up. Something tells me they're looking for you and your friends. And there's only one kingdom that can send that many soldiers out on... Heliodor. Come on.
Ouais, on va se presser là. Ah mince.
Where are the ones from the altar? No sign of them. What about the... No sign of him either. Blah. He's over here!
Oh, for goodness.
What shall we do with the girl? Sir Hendrik's orders were to bring the Darkspawn back alive. He
Just you try it.
I can't be expected to take her on alone.
Come on. We'll head around the mountain and meet up with the...
Bon, on descend maintenant. C'est rapide, hein.
I have you at last, Darkspawn.
You are a slippery one, I will give you that. I had not thought you would make it this... Men, the Darkspawn... Forward!
This is all the dreaded child of darkness can...
You will evade me no longer,
Hedrick!
Princess Jade? Princess!
I won't let you go again.
Ah, la cabane au fond du jardin. Bon, ça va, je suis pas trop loin.
Oh, good.
Elle va attraper froid.
I'm
Ou la
sailed
morgue.
through. I'm glad I caught you. I couldn't... I suppose Rab must have told you about your mother. That she sacrificed herself to save... Well, you've probably worked it out for yourself already, but... I was that night. The night Dandrasil fell. We ran... She handed you to me, and distracted them for long enough for us to get away. She died to save... But... even though she trusted me with you, I can't tell you how many times I've wished that it was you Rab fished out of there and not me. After he found me, we headed back to Heliodor. We thought my father might help us to find you, but when we got there, we found out he was telling people I'd been killed by the Luminary. He was trying to make people believe... Rab was convinced that he wasn't in his right mind. That someone must be... So we set out together to find out who. And I never expected to see Hendrik again, let alone on a battlefield. Looks like the rain's dying down.
Ok. Petite sauvegarde. Oups. Petit. C'est ce que je dis, j'ai appuyé trop vite moi. Par contre, je sais pas où il faut aller. Mais attends, je voudrais tester un truc moi. Loupé. Est-ce qu'on gagne plus de points d'expérience s'il y a moins de monde dans... Des slims. Oh putain, les deux se sont barrés. 4000 points d'expérience partis. C'est bien ma veine. Ah oui, je voulais voir aussi. Sinon j'ai même pas regardé. Donc voyons voir. Ouais non, c'est toujours le même nombre d'XP. Ah oh. Et décidément il va pas nous lâcher. Hein.
So I was right. I had suspected.
Sir Hendrik?
And it really have been so many years since that fateful night, Princess. To see you alive, but should you choose to continue to side with the Child of Darkness?
Look, I know how you feel about duty, Hendrik. How could I forget? You please, you have to let us...
You would ask a sworn knight of Heliodor to disobey the orders of his king? You have been away from home too long.
Not long enough for the years to have changed you. Still loyal to a fault. But it had.
Impressive, Princess. The spirited young girl of old has grown into quite the what?
Oh, please. I'm not a child anymore. It'll take more than a pat.
And what will it take to convince you that I am deadly serious? That if you stand... Princess!
I'm sorry. Get on. Now hold on tight.
Princess, what a...
On est de retour ici? Ok. Et le groupe?
just about. No thanks to Hendrik and his men.
So it was old Hendrik, was it? I thought it might be. I would have liked a weep. Well, if even he's out for your blood, the forces of evil must have a stronger hold in hell. It wouldn't be the first time a once glorious kingdom had been broke. Many years ago, a dastardly fiend destroyed an entire empire with Mordecai. His story is all but forgotten these days. I had to tramp up, but the more I find out about him, the more I'm convinced he's the one behind all this. Dundrasil, the troubles in Heliodor, everything. Which is why you're going to have to stop him, laddie. You're the luminary, after all. But you'd be more than foolish to face him unprepared. He's a master of...
Then we must make our way to Veronica. That must be why we're supposed to...
Here you are, laddie. It's yours at last. If anyone can get this old stick to show...
Ça y est, je l'ai enfin ce rameau.
Well?
Don't tell me it's a dud! If that Noah sent... He could have told us it didn't work.
Now, let's not jump to conclusions. Why don't Jade and I join you? We'll not give yous any bother.
Et voilà, 2 persos de plus. Alors... Mince, comment on fait déjà? Division... Grands angoissés, ah ah. Griffe, lance, point, séduction, c'est quoi ça? Puff, puff. Vitalité... Charme, si on veut. Envoi de baiser. Attends, je sais même pas quel équipement là. Ok, c'est une hallebarde. Donc c'est une lance. Coup bestial, oui. Pourtant je vois point aussi. Agilité 5. On augmente la puissance d'attaque. Oui. Chance de devenir hypertonique, 12, ok. Déviance. Tonnerre divin. Celui-là plutôt.
Hey, the branch.
Oh, darlings, did you see it? It was so pretty.
Ah, tout le monde l'a vu?
A sort of platform float. Oh, I think I understand. We need to find the orbs
Maybe trekking halfway around the world to find that branch wasn't... And we've already got one of the orbs we need, too. I knew swiping this thing from the cat... I had my own plans for it. But this is way more important.
Our prize from the tournament. Lucky we didn't sell it in the end, eh?
Aye. And there I was, all set to swap it for a few piffling trinkets.
Et de deux.
Now, it looked like that platform we saw was located right under Yggdrasil. So, we know where we have to go. We just need to find...
But where in the... Orbs. Orbs. Oh, I do remember a fairy tale about a giant...
Well, if we don't have any real clues, I guess we'll just have...
You're not wrong there. In which case, let's head for a fairly straightforward voyage. And you'll be pleased to hear that I'm friends with Don Rodrigo, the big man over that way. Right then, let's get moving, shall we?
Ok, dac. Et c'est parti. Non, je déconne. La vidéo commence à être un peu longue, donc j'espère qu'elle vous aura plu. Et je vous dis passez une bonne journée. Bye.